And we are live. Welcome to this web class on how to make 1 million naira profit selling wristwatches using Facebook ads with a capital of 100 to 150,000 naira without importing from China. Now, before we continue, I want you to pay close attention to the keywords here. Making a million naira monthly, selling nothing but wristwatches. Yes, the same wristwatch you wear on your wrist. Yeah, using nothing but Facebook ads. Like, you're not gonna be hawking it around town, but Facebook ads with a capital of 100 to 150k, which can easily be sourced, borrowed, however you want to get it, without importing from China. Now, a lot of persons may be put off by that without importing from China. That is why I had to put it in red. Like, how can I import, run this e-commerce thing without importing from China? But that's actually the reason you're here today. So put aside all your doubts, pay close attention, give us like 20 to 30 minutes, and all your doubts will be cleared. All right. Okay, so you know who I am already. My name is Pat Ogidi. Yes, I'm actually this fine man you're seeing on the screen right now. And yeah, I'm the host, the chief host of this presentation today. But then I'm not going to be the only person talking here. And no, today is not going to be one of those days I reel out, a lot of stories and biographies. No, we are here for one goal. Go straight to the point. Show you exactly how to do 1 million naira selling wristwatches using Facebook ads without importing from China. Now, if this is your first time, joining my presentation, this is just somehow skipping rules. All right. If you look somewhere on the screen, if you're on a mobile phone, I think if you're on a mobile phone, below the screen, below this video here, you'll see a box. That box enables you to type in your question at every point in time, in the course of the webinar, and your question will come straight to us. All right. As a matter of fact, you can just type in your question here, there, right now. Not just question. Tell me where you're watching from. My name is Patrick Ogidi. I'm watching from Katangora. My name is this. I'm watching from wherever. Just put your name there so I know I'm not talking away to myself. All right. Once again, welcome to the how to make 1 million naira profit selling wristwatches using Facebook ads with a capital of 100 to 150k without importing from China. Pat Ogidi, your host, and yeah, like I said earlier, I am not alone here today. I have my good friend, a normal human being, and as a matter of fact, somebody who just graduated from a university that's not even in town, like that's not in Lagos, that's not in Abuja. A university that is in one of these places, around. All right. But right from wherever he is, right from where he is, he's able to pull this up. And hey, he didn't discover this in the midst of comfort. He discovered this when it was almost difficult for businesses to thrive. He discovers it during the lockdown. He was doing it and doing millions during the lockdown. Now, if somebody have a system he used to do this, he used to really pull that off during the lockdown, what about now that things are a bit relaxed? Well, drum roll, I present to you my good friend Mr. Timothy Moyofola. I don't know how to pronounce that, but here, this is the guy who just dropped pen. He hasn't even served, he's waiting for his service, but he just dropped pen. And I keep emphasizing on dropping pen, being a student, because students are not supposed to have all the time. Now, if a student can do this, you shouldn't have any excuse. As a matter of fact, if you have any excuse, despite being convinced and knowing that a student did this and still do it till tomorrow, then you're not supposed to be here. All right. So once again, let's welcome my friend Timothy Moyofola as he takes us today how he made a million naira profit in 30 days selling wristwatches using Facebook ads with a capital of 100 to 150k without having to import from China. Like I said, Timothy just graduated from school. He's waiting for his service. He schooled somewhere in Ogbomosho. I think one school in Ogbomosho, one university in Ogbomosho, like that. Ogbomosho is not in Lagos, in Oyo State. and from there he did this. So I don't care where you stay right now, whether you're in a village that has no electricity, so long you have internet and you're watching me from there or from wherever you are in the world, you are already qualified for this. All you need is to spend the next 20 to 30 minutes, learn these things, take down notes, ask questions, and get to action. I wouldn't want to take all the time today, so I'm bringing him on right away, Mr. Timothy. I'm bringing you on right away so that you can jump on here and come tell us exactly how to make 1 million naira profit in 30 days. Selling nothing but wristwatch using Facebook without importing from China. So, welcome, Mr. Timothy, as you take us on this scintillating ride. Thank you, Mr. Timothy.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick, for having me on your platform. I know it's not easy coming on your platform, so that's why I will be going all out to deliver nothing but value in this my presentation. Today, I'll be revealing to you how to make 1 million naira profit in 30 days selling wristwatches using Facebook ads with a capital of 100k to 150k and without having to import from China. My name is Timothy Moyofola. By the time I'm done with this presentation, I will show you how to get orders consistently like this selling wristwatches. You can see these are orders selling wristwatches consistently. This is a snapshot. I would have scrolled down to see for you to see a lot of orders selling wristwatches consistently. And I don't only get this kind of orders, I get this kind of alert also almost every day from my delivery agent. This is just for Lagos, I have for Abuja, for all other cities also. I get this kind of alert almost every day. Let me go ahead and even show you. These are the things I want to reveal to you, how to get this kind of orders also, how to make 1 million naira selling wristwatches. I can teach you because I've done it and that's what I want to show you. But one true thing is, I will be sincere with you. I didn't start as an expert. Yes, I started as a beginner also. I started selling wristwatches online June 1st, 2020. If you can remember very well, that was the time we were on lockdown and everything was stiff. There was no movement, there was no interstate movement and everything. And I was doing this business, making money. The good thing is, even my first month of starting the business, I was not able to deliver more than I was able to deliver 75 watches in my first month of starting this business. And that was because I just joined an online training on e-commerce that actually helped me sell those 75 orders. But after then, I've gone ahead to develop myself to actually sell 100 watches in a month, 120 watches in a month, 150 watches in a month, even up to 200 watches in a month. And I know you might be feeling, is this really possible? Making 1 million naira in a month selling wristwatches. I just told you I have sold even as much as 200 watches. And the truth is, it is very, very possible. Yes, because you only need to sell 100 watches to make 1 million naira once the watch is 10k pure profit. Let me repeat myself. Once you are selling a watch that will give you 10,000 naira pure profit on each sale, you only need to you only need to sell 100 pieces of it before you make your 1 million naira. So this is not actually difficult. And don't forget, you have a whole of 30 days to actually do this, to sell 100 watches. You have 30 days. Now let's break it down. I know, let's break it down. 100 watches divided by 30 days is 3.3. Let's even round it up, which is 4 days, which is 4 watches. That means you only need to deliver 4 watches daily to make 1 million naira in 30 days. Come on, this is actually so simple and so easy. Delivering 4 watches daily to make 1 million. And don't forget, this is the kind of business that even on Saturdays or on Sundays, you are still running orders and still making money because weekends does not stop the business. That's a good thing. And these 4 watches daily is even for lazy people, is for people that are not really that have not really set their goal line. That's just the truth, because 4 watches daily is actually simple. I sell 10 daily, I aim for even selling this 100 in just a week. But just for, let's assume you are lazy and you can't set your goal as high as mine, but 4 watches is even actually for lazy people. But I'll be sincere with you, as simple as this is, not everybody have been able to actually eat 1 million naira profit in 30 days. That's just simple. And the reason is because they don't know some things. If you have been doing e-commerce for a while and you've not hit your 1 million naira profit goal in a month, then you should actually pay rapt attention to the things I'll be revealing now. Please pay rapt attention, because I want to reveal to you the behind the scenes, the secrets to selling 1 million naira profit watch in just 30 days. Don't forget, this 1 million naira is for people that have not even set their goal, because you can actually do more. So these are the things you need to take home. You need to take note of. One, you need to source with the speed of light. You need a smart pricing system. You need the ultimate distribution system. You need creatives, and you need sales page offer. These are the areas that you need to actually pay attention on. The first one, which is the sourcing, the speed of light. I already told you earlier that we don't have to import from China. Let me tell you my story. When I started this business, I've started it for a while. Like I told you, I started June 1. By December, I decided to start to try importing from China. And I imported the product from June 1, December 1, and I got the product after 7 weeks. I was getting the product around January 15. And that's when I knew that no, it does not pay to actually import product. Now I just source this product locally. There are markets in Nigeria that where you can buy all these wristwatches at almost the same price you would get it from China. Even when you import it and you buy it from these markets in Nigeria, the price is almost the same. In fact, I've seen a watch that I sold that the price I got it in Nigeria was cheaper than importing from China. The truth is, all these guys I buy from also, all these markets, they import from China also. But these people import in bulk. They import thousands of pieces, 5,000, 3,000, 10,000. So they get a fair discount on it. That's why it's almost the same price buying from them and importing from China. So with this local sourcing, it can be done anywhere. That's just the truth. When I started this business, I was in Ogbomoso, which is a town in Oyo State. It is a very small town in Oyo State. Actually, it's big, but it was a town in Oyo State. And I was running this business effectively, and it was during the lockdown, because you don't actually have to even visit this market. That's a good thing about it. You don't have to go to this market, because I already have the numbers and contact of these suppliers. I just chat them up on WhatsApp. They send me the samples, and we conduct the business, everything online, without actually having to see each other. Although when I started, I saw them, I knew them, but as time goes on, I already know how to conduct everything without even leaving the comfort of my room. That's why I tag this sourcing with the speed of light. Those are the things you need to be able to get a system that can help you source for watches, new watches as they are releasing them from China. You need to get a system that can help you source for these watches and start selling immediately, not having to wait for 4 weeks, 5 weeks before you even get these watches. The next thing you need to do is your smart pricing system. He who has the best pricing wins the advertising game. See, this is a rule of thumb. He who has the best pricing wins the advertising game. Best pricing, it does not necessarily mean the cheapest price. I tell you the truth, and I lie not. The best pricing does not mean the cheapest price. When I started advertising, the first watch I sold, I was selling for 15,000 naira. Yes, that's just the truth. I was selling for 15,000 and I was buying it for 7,000 naira. I was just a beginner. I can't do that now. My profit on each sale was around 5,000 naira. So I told my mentor about it, and he was like, I was pricing myself too low. And he told me the same thing, that he's going to sell the watch for 18,000 naira and he will still get orders. And he started selling for 18,000 naira, and I saw him having multiples of orders. That's when I knew, oh, I was really pricing myself so low. So I increased my price from 15,000 naira to 20,000 naira, and I tell you, I was still getting orders consistently. I was still getting tons of order. And by this time, I already knew the list of these suppliers that I could get the watch from. So I was not even buying the watch 7,000 again. I was now buying it for 3,500. I was adding a free gift to it. Everything was 5,000 and I was selling it for 20,000 naira. That's when I saw the juice in this business. People are not looking for the cheapest price. Like, you don't have to price yourself cheap. All you need to do is actually you need to make them see that what they are getting for that price is actually very valuable. Like the price they are paying to get that watch is actually cheap compared to the amount they are paying. Once they can see that the amount they are paying for this watch is little, they will definitely pay you, and that's what you need to make them see. You need to make your customer see that they are paying only a little amount to get this valuable amount of goods or amount of watches. So then how do you determine your price? This is the general rule I use to determine my price. Cost price of watch plus cost price of free gift plus advert fee plus delivery fee plus profit is equals to selling price. That's how I determine how much I sell my watches, so I can make maximum gain. So let's assume the cost of the watch is 4,700 plus free gift, which is 2,500, plus 3,000 naira, which is the advert fee, plus 3,000 naira delivery fee, plus profit. You can say I will always add my profit, which is 10,000 naira. Then I will sell the watch for 23,200 naira. That's the way I do it. But the good thing is, sometimes or most of the times, you won't spend up to 3,000 naira on delivery, and you won't spend up to 3,000 naira on advert. So you can even make more than 10,000 naira profit on each watch you sell. But I just rounded it up to 10,000 naira. So that's the good thing. Just makes your customer see that okay, they are getting this, but what they are getting, they're only paying a little amount to get this high amount of valuable things. Once you can make them see that, they will definitely pay you the amount you deserve of them. And the next thing you must actually take note of, if you would be successful, if you hit your 1 million naira goal in 30 days, is your distribution system. See, you have no business until you have a distribution flow or channel. No matter the numbers of orders you get, no matter the number of customers that wants to buy your product, if you don't have a system that can deliver this product to them as fast as possible, that can get this product to them as fast as possible, you will not hit your 1 million naira goal in the system. And I have a friend, when he started this business, he actually went to put his watches with a a logistic company. He actually went to put his watches with a logistic company. So when he have orders, the logistic companies will go and deliver the orders. But the problem was they were so slow, and out of 100 people that wanted to buy the watch, maybe at the end of the day, only 30 or 40 later bought the watch, because the logistics company were so slow. So what's the solution to this? Solution is having self-delivery agents in all these cities. You can see MTN, all the big brands around, they have even all these betting companies, they have agents in almost every city, because they've understood that business is a game of distribution. The perfect or higher your distribution, the more sales you make. So these betting companies, MTN, big brands, they have agents in almost every cities, almost every town. They penetrate this because they know this is the secret to the business. This is the same in the wristwatch business. So the way to go about this is to have self-delivery agents. These self-delivery agents are just people like you and I that resides in the same city with the customers that want to buy your product. So this is how it works. When a customer wants to, assuming a customer wants to buy your product in Port Harcourt, you have an agent in Port Harcourt that your watches are already with him. You send it to him in bulk, like little amount. The watches are already with him. So if the customer should place the order today and says he needs it tomorrow, the delivery agent will just take the watch to the customer and deliver it. Because one thing about this is, when customers place order for your product, there is 90% chance and probability that they have the money for the product at that time they are placing the orders. But if your delivery system is not fast enough, if your distribution system is not good enough, you can lose the customer, because this is life. Life happens. Let's assume the person that wants to buy your watch, the child fell sick and he needs an emergency fund to take care of the child. He will definitely take care of the child and not worry about paying for your own watch again. That's why you need to have ultimate distribution system that gets these products to them as fast as possible with the speed of light in a blinking of an eye. And that's where self-delivery agents come in, which they are people like you and I, which are Nigerians. But I will tell you the truth, definitely there are humans also. So there are some dubious people amidst these delivery agents, and I've had my fair share. I can remember around January this year, sent the watch to Kebbi for a delivery agent to deliver to me, and he actually swindled me. To today, as I'm speaking, both the money, both the watch, everything, and he was able to deliver the watch successfully, but the money has not gotten to me to today. Yes, I have had my own fair share of it. But from that time, I've actually gone ahead to get tested and trusted delivery agents in all major cities in Nigeria. I've went ahead to get, yes, tested and delivery agents that I've been using consistently that I can trust with, because you can see the screenshot, hundreds of thousands being sent to me. I need trustworthy people so I don't lose my money. So I've gone ahead. I now have the self-delivery agents that are trusted, reliable, and they send and they remit fast. So these are the people I now use for the business. The rule of thumb in business, creatives, content is king, but in the wristwatch business, wristwatches is content is king, but in the wristwatch business, creativity is king. And to be specific, your creative is king. We've heard the word content is king, content is king, but in the wristwatch business, it's not content, it's your creatives. Your creatives are the pictures and videos you use to advertise your watches, the pictures and videos used to advertise your watches. Think of it now. If you want to buy something online, what would determine, once it's a fashion product, what would actually determine whether you buy that, whether you buy it or not, is actually your the picture you saw, the picture you are seeing, or the video you are seeing. If the video is not convincing, or if you don't like what you see in the picture or video, you will definitely not buy it. There is no magic about it. And there are three levels, three ways we actually get this creative. You have creative from suppliers, creatives from the internet, and custom creatives. Creative from suppliers are the picture suppliers will send to you, and these suppliers that I said I have already, they snap pictures and send it to you, so you can use to start selling your watches. And another creative is creative from the internet. These are pictures you get from Jumia, Alibaba, AliExpress, and the likes. You just save it on your phone and you start using it to sell your watches. And we have custom creatives. These are pictures you snap by yourself. They are pictures you take by yourself with your phone. And these are actually very good. Each has its own pros and cons. For creative from suppliers, the only thing is it might be limited, because creative from suppliers will not might not be as detailed as you want. It might not have some things you want it to show, maybe an area you want to show, but at least overall it's still generally good. Creating from internet is actually very good also, because you will see various options. But the only limiting factor of this is it would keep seeing white man's hand on it. And we are selling to Nigerians. It's always better if you can get a picture that the Nigerian market will be able to actually relate with better. And the last thing is the custom creative. Custom creatives are, like I said, are pictures you take by yourself. The pros of these ones is you need to actually be, the cons of these ones, you need to be actually good in taking pictures. But overall, it's good. Let me give you a practical example. Which would sell more? Watch one or watch two? The one on your left or the one on your right? Definitely the one on your right. And these are same watches. When you are scrolling through your Facebook timeline or your internet or Instagram and you see the picture of these two watches, if you see this, or the one on your left, you most likely not buy. But the one on your right, definitely it will catch your attention and you would want to buy it. That's why I said creative is king. Creative is king in this wristwatch business. And that's just how to go about it. The last thing which you need to take note of if you hit your 1 million naira goal in 30 days is your sales page and your offer. And I'll be revealing to you my buy now or regret later system. Yes, that's just the truth. I'll be revealing it to you now. Let me tell you this, people are not searching for the cheapest price but the best deal by Akin Alabi. People are not searching for the cheapest price but the best deal. If you've read Akin Alabi's new book, How to Sell to Nigerians, he made mention of how he wanted to buy a house at Lekki, and two real estate agents, one was calling it for him 115 million naira. Different houses, but the components and everything were almost the same. Another one was calling for 120 million naira. And at the end of the day, Akin Alabi bought the one of 120 million naira. Why? Because people are not looking for the cheapest price, but the best deal. The real estate agent that wanted to sell to Akin Alabi for 120 million naira saw that Akin Alabi was concerned about the quality of the building materials, of the materials that was used erecting the building. That's what he was concerned about. So he gave him this warranty. He said if anything should get spoiled in the house in the next 1 year, that it will be repaired to him for free. And if it's a structural defect, his money will be refunded to him. Can you see that kind of guarantee? And even though it will cost him 5 million naira extra, he's willing to pay it because of people are not looking for the cheapest price, for the best deal. If he was looking for the cheapest price, he would have gone for the one on 150 million naira. But no, that's not what people are looking for. They are looking for the best deal. One thing about your offer is you need to offer your customer something, which is, let me give you a practical example of the offer I use, which is buy one and get one free bracelet. That's an offer. Buy one and get one free bracelet. Another offer is like, I'm still coining the offer. I told them the regular price is 30,000 naira, but they are getting it at a promo price of 23,000 naira. And I still gave them a special offer. They can get two for 42,000 naira. Instead of two should call them 46, they can get it for 42,000 naira and they are getting free bracelet. This is not all to this to my offer. The other offer I give them is I give them 2 years warranty on this wristwatch. I gave them payment on delivery system. I gave them a lot of things just to make them convinced that okay, this, if they don't buy this, they would actually regret. Now let me give you a practical example. We could find someone else selling the same wristwatch for 20,000 naira, but not offering any free gift or not offering any warranty. But if they come to my own website and they see that I'm selling 23,000 naira, even though someone else is they're selling for 23,000 naira or 18,000 naira, they will still prefer to get mine because I already showed them in this sales page that the bracelet I'm giving them cost 70,000 naira. I proved it to them. I had a snapshot of someone selling 7,000 naira. So they know that the bracelet they are getting for free costs 7,000 naira. So that sends the signal to them that no, this guy is also wow. And he's still giving us warranty, payment on delivery system. So the warranty enough will convince them, no, this guy is still selling quality. I would rather this guy is selling quality. Maybe that's why his own is even more expensive. I would rather go for this guy that is giving me free bracelet. He's giving me payment on delivery system. He's giving me warranty. They would definitely think, oh, if I don't get this, then I'm foolish or I've taken the wrong decision. So that's how you need to make your customer feel. And lastly, your sales page must crush these three objections. Is this wristwatch original? How am I sure I'll be getting the exact same wristwatch delivered to me? Then is this watch worth this price? And the way you crush this, with a sentence, you can crush these two objections on your sales page. You only need to say something like this: don't pay us until you've confirmed the quality of this wristwatch and you are satisfied with it and you are sure that it's the exact same thing you ordered that was delivered to you. Can you see the kind of guarantee I'm giving to them? Don't pay us until our delivery agent gets to you and you confirm the quality of the watch and you are satisfied with it and you've seen that it's the exact same thing that you ordered that was delivered to you. Can you see I'm taking all the risk from my customer and putting it on myself? And so it makes them be at peace to actually buy the product because they feel, wow, for this person to be giving this kind of warranty or this kind of guarantee, that means this guy is actually selling original and is genuine. So they will definitely buy, and those are the factors that makes it easy to hit your 1 million naira goal, which I said is just a little thing. Like I said, is this watch worth the price? You can confirm yourself. And apart from that, I'm giving them a free bracelet worth 7,000 naira. So they will definitely feel that even if it's not worth the price, this bracelet added to it definitely is more than worth it. If you follow these exact things I've listed to you, which the five areas I said you should take note of, you follow it carefully, which is the sourcing with the speed of light, the smart pricing, the ultimate distribution system, the creatives, and the sales page, you are on your surest path and the fastest path to making your 1 million naira profit in 30 days. And those are the kind of alerts you will be receiving also. You can see this is a watch I sold 528 pieces of it. I add orders for 528 pieces of it, and you can see this 7165. I was doing this almost, I started the three watches at the same time. You can say I told you it's easy to sell more than 100, but I later had to focus on this alone. I did this within 2 months and some days. I was able to sell these 528 pieces. So I later had to focus on this. So I'm just saying, if you follow those five things I listed, these are the kind of orders you'll be getting also, and this kind of alerts you'll be getting from your delivery. You can see this is very recent. These are the kind of the order alerts you'll be getting from your delivery agent, and this is what I'm introducing to you. Just follow those 5 steps that I've listed, and this will be smiling to your bank account consistently. See, some have even argued that there is no sweeter feeling in this world than having this kind of messages from your delivery agent. Some have even gone ahead to argue that it's even sweeter than having an orgasm. Well, I don't know, because well, I'm still a virgin.
Well, whether you are still a V or whatever, that's your business. What I'm most interested in are the testimonials. I mean, from students, because I mean, it's easy for somebody to just say he did this, right? Maybe your grandmother, your ancestors blessed you with that. But when you're able to pass that across to someone who you don't know from Adam, or maybe a random person, and they're able to replicate exactly what you've done for themselves, then it becomes a system. So while you're talking about whatever you think that is very, very sweet, to me, for me, what is even more sweeter than anything for me is a testimonial. It makes me want to blow it up. Let's just take a look at some of them here. This guy said, I mean, these are your chats with them. Wallaby said, how many watches have you sold so far this month? And he said 46. He said, I sold 14 in my first week. Pay close attention, please. Especially if you haven't done this before, or especially if you have tried this and you failed, especially if if you're looking to up your game, if you've not done 1 million naira selling wristwatch before, please pay rapt and close attention to the grand commander of e-com business. So he said, I sold 14 in my first week. Then I sold 32 in my second week. That means he has done 2 weeks as at the time you took this, right? And he said, your results are amazing. And he said, and what's the average profit on each of the watch sold? Like, this is some kind of a mentor-student conversation, honest one, right? And said 8.5. This guy, maybe he toned it down from that 10,000, but it's okay. He said 8.5, pure profit each sales. And now watch what's happening here. He said, I have sold 46 watches sold for 972,000 naira in total. That's gross, right? And if he takes out the like, he has made 581,000. I don't want to go through all the stuff. You can hit your 1 million naira profit before the month end. Of course, I mean, it's easy judging from what he did in his first 2 weeks, right? Now, the same Olabi guy, I think, same Olabi guy says sold 134 in total now. After some time, sold 134 in total now. And Timothy said, wow, like an ambulance. But then that's about from June 1 to July 11th. That's let's say 5 weeks, right? But then pay attention. I sold over 134 pieces. All right, 134 pieces. Okay. Now let's say you set out. I mean, this is somebody's result. He has been sharing you the result from some other person. But I mean, we are really happy for these people, but we want it to happen to us as well. So that is why most times in my presentation, I tend to focus on you. Now, let's say you set out to sell just 100 watches in the next 30 days. And did I hear you say 100? Isn't that too much? Did you say that for real? Well, in case if you think that is too much, here somebody sold 94 watches and is already on 811,614 pure profits. All right, somebody already sold 94 watches as at when we are talking here, and is already on 811,614. Now let's just do a bit of math here. Now just hold on, have your pen or your brain ready to grab information here. Let's do some math and see how these huge numbers should stop scaring us. Let's see how we can bring it down to our language and see how we that are scared of numbers can actually just come in and start making our own millions as well. I understand when Timothy was talking, he was talking in millions, he was talking in big numbers, and some of you get intimidated. Some may have even locked out. Oh, this one is not for me because I'm condemned to be making thousands. No. Pat is here for you. The great grand commander is here. So I'm here to really tone that down and show you how you can bring down to your level and make it not scare you. All right, so let us do some math here. Selling 100 pieces of watch at 10,000 naira pure profit on each brings in a total net profit of 1 million. And when we say net profit, it means you've taken out the cost of product, the cost of advert, the cost of shipping, the cost of everything. All right, you've taken everything out. Whatever you have is your net profit. Let's selling 100 pieces at 10,000 naira pure profit on each of them brings you 1 million naira. So it's just 100 watch. Just have it at the back of your mind. Oh, I have to sell 100 watch to make 1 million naira. Profits, pure profits. All right. Now, don't bother yourself here too much. I'm coming. I'm gonna break this down to you for you so that you would hit yourself and say, man, this is something else. If I don't do this, I'm really mad. Yeah. Now, note before we continue that you don't have to stock all the product at once. You know why? Because you're not importing from China. Because you have the people you are buying it from, in the same country with you. So you can buy 5, you can buy 10, you can buy 20. There's no point buying 100 to tie down your money, and maybe after buying it, you don't have money to run ad. That becomes a problem. Now, note that you don't have to stock up all the goods at once. The average cost of buying the watch is at 4,000 naira, even though Mr. Timothy told me in confidence that he really liked overestimating this so that he doesn't get disappointed at the end of the day. So sometimes he writes 5,000 naira to buy one watch, but he said in real sense he gets some of them at less than 4,000 naira. It's just him. Then free gift. He told me he has started adding free gift to help increase delivery pickup rate, right? So the free gift he buys for 2,500. Then shipping all these things to the customer, 2,500 naira. It doesn't really get to that. It's not even up to that. He said it's around 1,000 to 1,500 because he uses a special delivery guide. I think he mentioned that in the training, other than the normal delivery companies, right? Then the ad, he spends 1,000 naira to sell one. I just want to put it at that, but then I have a company where I run ads. Sometimes we get less than that, 500 naira, 400 naira, for an order. But here, let's just put that 1,000 naira, for a worst case scenario. Now, that means that you spend an average of 11,000 naira on one sale. That means to really push out one watch to a customer and get it into their hands, you spend 11,000 naira. And then you sell this same watch for 23,000 naira. All right? That same watch you spent 11,000 naira to buy from Nigeria, to ship to them, to run advert, blah, blah, blah. You get them everything for 11k, and then you sell to this guy at 23. I said, but why 23? Why not more? He said, yeah, he sells for 26.5 and all that. But if you are a beginner, he advises that you start from 23,000. When you start from 23,000 and you are ready and you are stable, you can actually just now choose any price and you can hit it hard and still make money. All right. Now, after everything, you are left with a pure profit of 12,000 naira. 12,000 naira. Now, he said you need 100,000 to 150. Don't worry. Let's just even come down and say all you have, because I don't want you to be left with an excuse after this presentation. Let's say all you have is 12,000 or 50,000 naira. Like, I don't know, maybe you borrowed it or you picked it from the floor or you saw it in Amadi Shine, wherever. Let's just assume that all you have is 50,000 naira. And let's say that same 50,000 naira can roughly get you 5 watches. All right. So 5 watches should bring in a pure profit after you remove the cost of buying the watch and everything. After you remove your 50k, the pure profit, the 5 watches should bring you 60,000 naira pure profit. And guess what? This can be done in a day. 5, just 5. You can actually, 100 means you are selling 3 per day. Is even too poor, like he said in the presentation. All right. So this can be done in a day, and you can simply rinse and repeat with 10 watches as fast as possible, especially if you are hungry for success. Right? It's only an idiot who's not hungry for success will start eating the 60k. But if you are hungry for success, repeat, piam. So for a profit of, to make a profit, to sell 10 watches, you'll be making a profit of 120,000 naira. Now, this is not something that is not doable. People did this in the first week. Somebody sold 14 watches in this first week, 32 in the second week, and I believe in the third week it will progress like that because it's a learning process. All right. You can go out there right now. I know actually what is going on in your mind. Oh, I have all the information right now. And yes, you have it. I'm not doubting that. You can actually go out there right now and pull this off. You can. I've actually, left off a training and some persons picked up one or two things they learned from there and pulled off something and they are doing very, very well. Yeah. But I don't know your where you are right now, the situation, your level of, the level you are in this whole thing, this whole game. Whether you are a total newbie who has no idea of what e-commerce is all about, and I mean it's very difficult for him to really figure out how to start, or you are an e-commerce person already that have made up to ₦1 million profit in the space of, but you have never made up to ₦1 million profit in the space of 30 days. Like have e-com, just a ratio that, but you've not made up to ₦1 million in the space of 30 days. All right, or maybe you are an expert who have great results in other niches. You've done well in Fiverr, you've done well in freelancing, you've done well in information marketing, and then you've heard about people make a killing from e-commerce, and you thought, oh, is it not just to click the internet, click the mouse, run Facebook ads, and you come in, and you really haven't done much, all right? But then you are interested in exploring the full juice in the wristwatch niche. Now, imagine what you can do. Imagine how fast you can leap into the success angle in the next 5 days. I'm talking about if in the next 5 days you allow Timothy to further simplify the whole process for you. Now, I'm not saying he hasn't really done enough, but then the thing is, there's a difference between a 40 minutes training webinar, online webinar, than a 1 week training whereby you lock yourself in a Facebook group. He teaches you every step of the way. He shows you, the buyers he's buying from. He shows you the kind of advert he's running. He shows you all the mistakes he has made. He shows you how to avoid those mistakes and how to jump straight to getting results. There's a whole is a different ball game. You can't compare yourself to when you're trying to figure out things yourself, making mistakes, losing money, to when somebody who has walked that path sits ahead of you, stand on your shoulder and tell you, oh, do this and don't do that. Make sure you go there. And when you're about to make a mistake, tell you, no, go this way. And you see the results come real fast. And I'm talking about, like, he holds you by the hand, taking you through all the drills, all the contacts, all the steps of the way. Actually, a holding by the hand that may help you shatter the ₦1 million goal in as little as 2 weeks. Now, who doesn't want to even make that? We need money, especially in this our economy right now. So ₦1 million is less than, I think it's just small money. ₦1 million is $2,000. All right. So when we say ₦1 million, I don't think it's something you can. My brother was the other day. He wanted to roof his house. My younger brother. And then the bill, they gave him a bill of 3.4 million. He sent it to me. He said, brother, look at what, is this correct? I said, yes, it's correct. When I did my own some years ago, it was less that amount. But now, you are doing the same, with the same size and everything, you are building more because monies are no longer valuable. Our money is almost useless, right? So when you say ₦1 million, it's not like you cannot be enjoying ₦1 million forever. No. So if there's a way for you to shatter that ₦1 million goal in as little as 2 weeks, you will need to jump on it naturally. All right. And that is like, for the next 5 days, he holds you by the hand and take you through the A to Z of doing ₦1 million from watches, wristwatches, without importing. I love that part, without importing, because I know the wahalas that come with importing right now. The COVID-19 hasn't really gone out all the way. It's still, the other day I imported if something that's supposed to take 5 days is taking 3 weeks and all that. So it's something, that if it's really possible, like he has made it, then it's something amazing. Okay. Now, he holds you by the hand, take you through all the drills, all the contacts, how he runs his ads, very important, his superb smart delivery system, all the steps of the way in what he calls the Wristwatch Millions e-com mentorship program. Wristwatch Millions e-com mentorship program. And in this program, you'll be, what you'll be teaching. First, the practical life secret blueprint of making 1 million naira profit in 30 days selling wristwatches, and that's valued at 50,000 naira. The grave mistakes to avoid so as not to ever spend money on a watch that will never sell. Oh, this is so sweet. I mean, a mistake that cost somebody 100 million. If you learn it from that person, what it means is that you are avoiding wasting 100 million. And now you won't even need to pay up to 100 million naira that he lost to be able to avoid that mistake. That is what is happening here. How to buy a domain name and hosting and install WordPress. Even if you've never done this before and this is your first time hearing about this, then he would show you in practical terms. Like those guys who read their testimonial, they don't know what WordPress is, they don't know what a domain name is, they don't know what it is, but then they pull this off. Show you how to build a high converting and compelling sales page for selling wristwatches. Now, you may have built sales page for other things, but here we're talking about selling wristwatches. This is where he will be practically revealing all the elements that must be present on a sales page for it to convert. Don't think you're a copywriter and then bumble words together and wanted to sell wristwatch. You would fail woefully. All right. The proper way to run Facebook ads to sell wristwatch effectively, valued at 25,000 naira. The types, these are actually what you learn from the mentorship program. The types of wristwatch Nigerians love buying. Now, you might love your wristwatch, you might love a particular wristwatch, but if Nigerians don't love buying it, you are just enjoying yourself. You are not interested in making money. And then it shows you this kind of wristwatch Nigerians love buying and how best to sell them to Nigerian markets, valued at 25,000 naira. Then the 5 types of bonuses you should give with your wristwatches to shoot your conversion by 65%. Remember, he said he buys a product of 2,000 naira as a bonus to give alongside the wristwatch to be able to sell the wristwatch. Now, don't worry about all these things. The thing is, you know your mathematics, you've done all these things, right? So you know you are making more profit, and giving out those paltry bonus makes you even sell more. All right. How to fully conduct this business without ever having to leave your room, even if you stay in Ogbomosho. Yes, he stays in Ogbomosho. He has been in school. He read engineering, 5 years in Ogbomosho. And in the thick of lockdown, he started this business. He did $1 million the first couple of months. Yeah. And since then, it's been bliss, right? List of 6 of Timothy's trusted, dependable, and reliable suppliers of cheap wristwatch you should work with. And then the list of reliable and trusted delivery agents that charge as low as 1.5 to get your products delivered. Now, you're not going to be battling with Tranex, you're going to be battling with DHL, EMS, all those expensive delivery companies. You're going to be battling, dealing with guys who know about these things. You're going to be connecting with guys who know about it so that you liaise with them. You do it the way he does his own, so that you make sure deliveries are always on point. Now, if you put all these things together, you understand that it's about 275,000 naira. But no, you're not going to be paying that now. And there's no need even stretching this you're not going to pay this, you're going to pay this gimmick. I'm going to be going straight to the point. So the first 10 persons, this is me talking right now, because when you come to me, I tend to break your hand and then I make sure I get a good best deal. So the first 10 person who jump in within the next 24 hours from now will pay 29,997 naira. 29,997 naira. And that's like 90% discount. Remember, for just the first 10 persons, and after that, the price will slightly increase automatically to 35,000 naira. So if you delay and come back to this page next time to see that the price has increased to 35,000 or even something higher, then it is your fault, right? It is your fault. I said it. Because while we were preparing for this online presentation, he messaged me. He said, boss, I've started selling the mentorship program at 35K to my own customers, all right? Should we sell this at 35K or should we maintain? I said, no. When we get there, I'll take care of that. And yes, this is me. I'm taking care of that. I didn't even need his permission and I'm putting it there. But after these 10 persons, then this whatever price, maybe more than 35, maybe 50, takes effect. Okay? You're not paying 275,000 naira. You're paying 29,997. But for the first 10 persons who jump in within the next 24 hours. And yes, you're getting all these things. Live secret blueprint on making 1 million naira profit in 30 days. The grave mistakes to avoid, valued at 30,000 naira. How to buy a domain name and host it and install WordPress. He shows you how to build a highly converting, compelling sales page for selling wristwatches, and this is where you practically all the elements that must be on your sales page for you to convert. The proper way to run Facebook ads to sell wristwatches. The types of wristwatch Nigerians love buying. If you don't sell it to them, then you should be selling to yourself and to your family people. 5 types of bonuses you should give with your wristwatch to shoot up your conversion by 65%. How to fully conduct this business without ever having to leave your room. Then 6 of Timothy's trusted, dependable, reliable suppliers of cheap wristwatches you should work with. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, in the country. You connect with them, you chat with them on WhatsApp, you pay them, and then they can send this wristwatch to your self-delivery agents. You don't need to see any of these people. And if you don't like talking on phone like me, you don't even need to talk to any of them. And then it gives you a list of reliable and trusted delivery agents that charge as low as 1.5 to get your goods delivered on time without stories. Yeah. So if you think 1 million naira from in the next 30 days is not too small for you, then there's a link somewhere on this screen right now. If you're on a mobile phone, definitely you should be on a mobile phone. It's below this video, right? If you're on a PC, it's by the right hand side. Click on that link that just popped out right now, and then you can join his mentorship, right? At that price, 10% first, and then after 10% the price would automatically be increasing, right? Now if for some reasons you can't find any link on your screen, on your window, just pop out your browser, go to patrickogidi.com/WEM, patrickogidi.com/WEM, right? When you go to that link and click on it right now, you will get a page that looks somewhat like this. And on this page you have 2 options of payment. First option is to make a bank transfer, bank deposits *737 to the account details there. And when you do that, you send an email to the email address on the website there, and somebody would get back to you within at least 3 hours. It's usually shorter, maybe 30 minutes, 10 minutes. But then somebody will get back to you, right? But if you don't even want anybody to, some kind of relationship, start talking to somebody delaying you and all that, or maybe you're part of the world, it's the night time right now, you want to now use option 2. And that's very simple. You click on the link that says click here to pay now. All right, you'll be taken to a page that looks somewhat like this. This Paystack page. Paystack is actually a big international company that I work with Stripe. CBN approves them, so you can fill out the detail there. Click on pay now. Put in your card detail. All right, from wherever you are in the world. Put in the expiry date and the CVV. Everything is hidden. Nothing is we don't get to see all these things. So you pay, and then it gets here, right? We can only take the amount. They can only send us the amount of money you're supposed to pay to us, right? Now, if your card is you can either pay with a card or use the bank deposit option. So I think they work with a couple of banks there. You choose the bank you want, log into your internet banking, and you pay. Or you can also use the USSD code. I think they have just 2 banks there working right now, Guarantee and UBA. So whichever, but whichever way will get the money, and you didn't have to wait for anybody. The system will automatically redirect you, upon successful payment, into a page that looks like this. You just fill out your details, whatever time it is for you around the world, wherever you are in the world. Fill out your details, click on give me access now, and you'll be verified, shown this page that proves that you've actually filled the form, and you get an email immediately that looks something like this. And there should be a link in the email. You click on that link and it takes you into the real thing, into the members area, right? So you start enjoying. That means you don't even need to wait for anybody, right? Especially if you use the option 2. Okay, so that's it, guys. And remember, it's just 29,997, and you get all these things, all of them. So click on the link that just showed up somewhere on your screen right now, or go to patrickogidi.com/WEM. Okay, wonderful. Some persons are still watching. As a matter of fact, nobody has actually left, but it's okay. Now, because you are still watching, so let me ethically and religiously bribe you silly, so that you have no option except you don't just want to take an action to improve your life, right? Let me bribe you silly. And I call it a webinar only fast action bonus. That means because you've watched this far, and because you're going to be taking action immediately, you're going to be getting these extra bonuses. The first one there is the list of all the wristwatch Timothy sold in the past. This is wonderful. All the wristwatches sold in the past, what made him choose them, and how you can too. This is valued at 100,000 naira to give you just this alone. Then the second webinar only bonus is the same sales page template that has brought Timothy millions of naira in profit, so that you can just insert your website, insert your change the image, change the pictures, and start using it to sell your own. This value at 50,000 naira. As if that is not enough, as the third webinar only bonus, it's going to be adding you to a Telegram group where you can see virtually unlimited types of wristwatches that you can start selling immediately, valued at 25,000 naira. As if that is not enough, the fourth one, you will also be added to a lifetime support group where you'll be having weekly or fortnightly group Zoom meetings. Like, it jumps on Zoom every week, every fortnight, and then it takes your questions, look at your business, advise you, and boom, take your business to the next level, valued at 25,000 naira. Now, all these extra bonuses are worth 200,000 naira. All right. What it means is that if you get access right now, you'll be enjoying the cost value of 275,000 naira plus 200,000 naira bonus value, and which brings it at a total of 475,000 naira for only 29,997. But remember, it's for the first 10 person who jump in within the next 24 hours. And if you want to enjoy the extra webinar only bonuses, you have to get in right now. Like, click on the link right now. Like, click on the link right now, or go to patrickogidi.com/WEM. All right. Now you are left with two choices: do nothing and not take up this offer, which is 100% risk free, or maybe you just pony up this small investment today compared to all the values you get in return. Now, if you get access, I assure you it will be a wise choice that will surely affect your life in a great way. Like all those guys having those testimonials. Imagine sending your own testimonial in the next 1-2 weeks. I mean, I want to get more of them actually. If you decide to join him, it won't be fine. I mean, if you decide not to join him, it won't be fine. But then it's still a choice, and we'll respect that. But whatever, make sure it's a choice. You'll be ready, and you will be proud of tomorrow. Because when you see us share more of these testimonials, you'll be like, oh, there was a time I had the chance to join this, I didn't join that because of some flimsy excuses. Now, you don't want that to happen to you. All right. So once again, click on the link that pops out somewhere on the screen, or go to patrickogidi.com/WEM. Whichever way, we are good. Now, if you have more questions, I would have loved to take a lot of them here that I've bumped in here. But then, if you have more of them, I will be replying them I'll just reply your questions via email. You get them in your email. But in any case, there's a question you've not really sent across here, you can email them to wem@patrickogidi.com. Now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you inside the Wristwatch Ecom Mentorship Program. Bye-bye.